January 15th and 16th. Okay, well, let's just have a class on Capricorn. This is going to be a long video because why? There are 6 planets, is it true? In Capricorn. And it's a new moon, which is an indication that the sun and the moon are in the same exact spot, which means it's a dark night. I would get the fire out, I would get little blankies, and I would get little prayer books because you're going to need to have forgiveness. The problem with Capricorns is this is one of their challenges. They can be crooks. They can be people that don't know how to balance their checkbook. They can be people that are super duper lazy and they don't walk up the mountain except to stay in their house all day and just pretend like they're working. Like they make themselves busy. At their worst, Capricorn is lazy. And this happened in 1989. These kids that were born in 89 and 90, they also had 6 planets in Capricorn. And at worst, they have an entitlement. And this is part of the symptom of kids that need to be taught how to work. So the work ethic is your best quality. At your best, if you had 6 planets in Capricorn, you'd be structured. You would never let yourself get up without having your list. And you would make sure that you were doing the best you could do. And you would be the best. You would be the captain of the team or the president or the head of the company. And we would all follow you. Not the best personality with 6 planets in Capricorn, but boy, responsible and thoroughness and follow through. And they never have to look back because they're the leader. So they're taking responsibility for everything they say that's going to get done gets done. I love these people. At their worst, they're really lazy and they feel entitled. And it's like the part in all of us that says, you know what, it's so hard to be alive. I don't really want to have to do the diet. I don't really want to have discipline. So whatever happens to Capricorn is extreme. It's the image of the mountain goat going up a mountain. And when it gets to a certain spot, it just stands still. So that's what Capricorns do. They work, and then they just become super, totally despondent. And then work, super hard. And it's extreme. And usually what happens to Capricorns, as a young person, they work really hard and are very successful. And they exhaust themselves. And the second half of their life, they get really lazy and they get really tired and they don't excel. It's kind of like they're resting on their laurels. That's the term that came out of that Capricorn. At their best, the right use of Capricorn when you have 6 planets, is that you are very disciplined and you have a relationship with spirit or life and you're devoted and you can't imagine doing anything but the best. So they are the best in government, they are the best leaders, and they're the best athletes. But can you see the extreme? How it goes one way or the other? That mountain goes either walking up or standing still. Walking up or standing still. I've seen them actually in person. They're so funny looking. So pay attention. When you have Saturn, Mercury, Moon, Pluto, Sun, and Venus, all in Capricorn. This only happens random, rare. You know a baby being born now is coming in as an old soul, and either they've come in with some really strong wisdom, or they've come in with some really strong karma. Because the essence of Capricorn is karma. And whatever happened in their last life, they bring into this life, and if they don't clear it, they bring it into even worse the next life. So they have karma. That's their issue. Until they wake up. And Capricorns get woken up at the end of their life. They're old when they're young, and they're young when they're old. Told you it would be a long one. But when you have 6 planets in Capricorn, we got to talk about it. Astrology Answer said, Deborah Silverman, tell them about Capricorn. And so I did.